What's up, everybody? Welcome to Q and Colb. We got 69 people in here. Nice. Let's get into the show.
Are you serious? Are you serious?
I just wanted to shout out how many people were watching. I thought that was a nice amount of people watching. Why are you upset at me?
You had to do a nice joke, huh? Couldn't pass that.
I don't know what you're referring to.
Just start the show, man.
I tried to before I was interrupted. Can't say that the amount of 72 people are in here. That's nice. All right. Just shouting out the people who waited, because we had to delay the show a little bit. But Cole, what do you want to talk about today? What's on your mind?
Well, chat said we need to do a mock draft because the NFL season is over.
Okay.
So I'm sure we'll get to that. We'll get to that at some point today. But man, we got to talk about the Super Bowl first and foremost. And moment of silence for my dog Drake May.
Yeah, man. I would have rather been eliminated earlier. Hey, man, Drake May will have to explain that game for a very long time.
Man, I think it's a very simple explanation. I saw a stat that said he was pressured on over 54% of his drop. It looked like it too.
But the thing was, during the season, he was handling that a lot better.
Oh, not this time.
Not this time. Not this game at all.
They was on his ass.
Drake May been so bad in the playoffs. I forgot that he was well deserving of falling second in MVP voting. Like, you saw Drake May was second. You're like, oh, what? And you're like, oh, yeah. Before he played in the playoffs, he was good.
Bro, and you know what? To be fair to Drake, to be fair to him, to have to play the three best defenses in the NFL consecutively in the playoffs, that's not easy.
I mean,
but my God, bro, you got to play better than that.
Here's where I will not give Drake May the most fortunate run to the Super Bowl we've ever seen. Okay, because he did play some tough defenses, but CJ Stroud gave him 4 extra possessions, like 4 possessions that you can't really explain in that game. And then, yes, the Broncos defense is very good, but brother, you didn't even have to beat Bo Nix. Like, they didn't even have to have you go out there against Bo Nix. It was pretty, like, outside of my belief that the Patriots have devil magic, that was the only thing that was going to keep this game close, because the Patriots just weren't real in the way that we wanted them to be real. Right. Like,
I mean, I told you, like, even as a Drake May guy, I told you last week, I was like, oh, they about to get blown out.
Now, Chad, I do have to ask this question. Does Caleb Williams win that Super Bowl if he plays on Sunday?
No. Behind that line?
Hey, look, man, nobody has more experience saying fuck the offensive line than Caleb Williams. He'd be out there squirming around, finding dudes downfield.
Nah, that Seattle defense is crazy.
Hey,
like they're insane. Like, hey. No.
Would have been going X Games out there. That's all I'm saying. Man, I feel like they would have had a better chance to win than Mr. 3 and out. Just every time, just 3 and out. Then he started throwing interceptions. And then one of them interceptions he threw baffled Chris Collinsworth. Bad?
You complete Mex melt. Just Chris
Collinsworth was like, I got nothing for you. That is a verbatim quote from the booth. This is a man in Chris Collinsworth that will explain away any interception and not make it the quarterback's fault. And he looked at that one and was like, yeah, I'm beat. You got me.
He should have been like just an absolute meatball marinara. Just serving it up.
Hey, look, you lucky he one of them quarterbacks people like, because if you one of them quarterbacks people don't like, next thing you know, they breaking out that all 22 in front of 78 million people on Nielsen, just out here just showing you fucking up in front of it's slowing the game down so they can explain to everybody how you fucked up. Because, like, there was one play where Sam Darnold absolutely did not see Rashid Shaheed run wide open for 9. He did not see it. They did not highlight it at all. I'm like, okay, they're protecting him. Like
he was over on the right side looking back like he was over here like
wide open. I can hear Curtis is mad, okay, all the way from where I was. I just hear Curtis go, damn, but hey, they got it done. Sam Darnold, Super Bowl champion.
Sam missed 2 for 6 because he's missed Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Oh yeah.
He was just like he threw that ball like a half a second too early.
I had Jackson Smith and Jigba for first touchdown.
Oh, I know you was very upset. Especially after that first half.
House money.
just straight up donations.
House money. You know what I mean? I didn't lose $3,000, I lost $5. You know what I mean? Like
okay. It's not that bad. Bad.
So that game sucked.
Horrible game.
I hope if you went to somewhere to watch that, you went somewhere where you could do something else. I went to this joint where they got the game on, but they also got like arcade games and stuff that you could play. I was playing them arcade games. Me and the lady were out there playing Street Fighter. Okay, we was playing Street Fighter and darts during the third and fourth quarter of that game. It was bad. But best thing about that game, hey, look, man, I ain't know what was being said during the halftime show. All I know is that they were having a good ass time.
Oh, it was fire. I don't care what anybody says. It was fire.
Dude, nobody actually didn't like it. Like I'm under the impression like there were people who didn't care for it, but like most of the people you see online being like, "Oh, I hated it." It's like you're trying to get likes from very specific people on Twitter.
Very specific
weirdos on Twitter. Let's be honest about it. Like that's what's going on there. I saw the one lady. This was the most cringy shit I've ever seen in my life. She went to the Super Bowl. She bought wired headphones in so people understood that she was listening with the wired headphones. And I guess she was watching the Kid Rock concert.
Which is stupid because you're at the Super Bowl. Like, what are you like? It's just dumb. You're at the Super Bowl. What are you doing?
We done lost the plot so many ways.
Man.
Because you wanted the protest, but you still wanted to be where everybody was going to be, which is the Super Bowl. And it was funny. I'm like, all these people complaining about the Super Bowl halftime show. So you watched it. I thought you were going to turn it off and, watch the Turning Point show or whatever the fuck it was.
Man, nobody's trying to watch that.
Nobody watching that shit, man.
It was the Turning Point USA halftime show.
Only person watching that shit was Bob Griffin. Okay, Bob Griffin over here trying to act like he liked Kid Rock now. Okay, Bob.
I think Bob Griffin watched the Bad Bunny halftime show because he tweeted something about it. So
he did. He tweeted about it.
Yeah, he said something about it. I can't remember. It was a long ass essay. I'm like, I don't want to read that. I didn't know what they were saying, but the music was hitting.
Man, there was that one song that sounded like The Godfather. Immediately put it in my playlist. I was like, oh, that was it. Monaco.
Yeah, it was that song.
Hard. And I was in there listening to. I'm like, oh, this shit hard. Like, hold on. I had a good time with it. It was a great production. Like they had a lot of this cool shit in there. Like when he fell through the house, I'm like, was that real?
No, like the sets and everything was fire. Yeah. And I was just like, man, this is actually kind of fire. I don't understand a word of what is being said, but I fuck with it.
Then you turn on the Turning Point show, and it looked like a goddamn high school assembly. It looked like a white people Pathfinders assembly out there.
Bro, you know what was crazy? I forgot who said it, but somebody was like, I have never seen so many white guys pretend like they don't want to see big booty Latinas on TV.
That was Chris Long.
Chris Long. It's like, what are we doing? He's like, what are we doing?
They had who on stage?
Like, why are you acting like you don't want to see this?
Yeah, this was honestly a filter to see how ignorant some people are. Because like, what Jake Paul came out and said something, and then Logan Paul had to sound sane.
He's just like, I completely disagree with everything that you're saying. And it's just like, wow.
Which, by the way, Logan Paul, I understand why you doing that. WWE want Bad Bunny for backlash. That's what that was about.
Business, man, business.
Hey, he's like, you fucking up my money. Okay, go ahead and go fight. Who he gonna fight next? Fucking Gervonta Davis or whatever the fuck you about to do? Who cares?
I don't know.
Are we done with the Jake Paul fights? Are we? Is the fascination over? We finally got to see him get knocked out, and I feel like that's the only reason people were watching at this point.
Yeah, it's over. We're good,
right? We're good. We don't need to see more. We don't need to cover these like they're actual sporting events.
I mean, you would think so, but we'll see.
Nah, you think he gonna box it? Like he gonna box another boxer again? Like a real?
No.
Maybe Ryan Garcia. He seems like he's on that path.
No,
maybe.
He might.
I'm not
gonna Puka look like he on that path. Boy, Puka just decided to just turn his Twitter account into brain mush dumb shit over like the last 3 months. Like, what has gotten into him, dog?
I have no idea. You're acting all different.
And you know what? There might be a real reason for why his behavior has changed, but I don't want to put it out there.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's anything close to that.
Well, his brother too, right? Didn't he get in trouble?
Because he stole a car?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, man, they be wilding out there in Utah, wherever the fuck he from Utah, right?
I think so. I have to check it.
They be wilding out there in Utah. We just don't be paying attention because it's fucking Utah. But yeah.
Nobody cares about what's going on in Utah.
Yeah, I haven't heard like one person whose opinion I would care about be like, yeah, man, I was disappointed by the Bad Bunny show. Like, everybody's either met expectations or like, there were some people I thought would be indifferent on it. I'm like, okay, cool. The Spanish music ain't for you. I understand that. I used to live in LA. I felt that before, right? But yeah, I just people acting like there was like actual outrage over this. I'm like, I just cannot believe there was like actual outrage over this.
There wasn't. I mean, realistically, there wasn't any real outrage.
There
was some grifting going on, but it wasn't no real outrage.
Yeah, so it's like they copy and pasted the same shit they said about Kendrick, but then just added Spanish people into it. Remember that? It was mad about the Kendrick show last year. I'm like, really? You were mad about the Kendrick show? It's like a thing. Whoever does the Super Bowl, people gonna be pissed at. Now, when I'll get pissed? When they have anime at the halftime show, I'll be like, oh, we done lost the country.
Hey, Curtis, should we tell everybody what Q said in the group chat?
No, that has to do with my bet with the Cavs. When I was like,
we are going to talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about the Cavs.
We'll talk about that.
We'll talk about what Q was saying in the group chat since he want to act like.
What do you mean? Don't play it like that. Like I'm like, oh, I want to watch anime now.
I
was just saying, like James Harden has me believing we might win the championship, and if that happens, I made a bet. Yeah, a bet will be paid. I'm a man of my word in that sense. But yeah, I thought the halftime show was cool. The game was terrible. And congrats to the Seahawks for winning the championship.
Come back on here, Curtis. Real quick. Come back on here.
I just want you to know that you won this championship and you hated every move they made in the offseason.
That's the crazy part. Like, I didn't like the Sam Darnold move and it ended up being a benefit. That's crazy. But, I'm happy that they won. I thought I wasn't willing to say this, like, after they beat the Rams, like, they're probably the best team in the whole league, but I didn't. But after watching how the rest of the league played, I'm like, yeah, they should win the title this year. So shout out to them. I'm very happy with it.
I know John Schneider was standing on top of a table after that Super Bowl. Talk about some talk to me nicely after that one. What has there ever been somebody who has had a more vindicated year than him? Because not only does he move off of Geno, he moves off of Geno before Geno, for whatever reason, looked like that. Okay.
From what I was told, Geno wanted more money, and Seattle said no. They said, all right, we're just going to trade you, and they traded him. But John Schneider, who I have been critical of, yeah, he was in his bag because at one point he was missing awesome draft picks, and then he turned around and started drafting certified hoopers. And guess what? It worked.
Nah, he took that hoodie from you. He like, dog, talk to me nicely now, Curtis. Say my name with the proper emphasis when you bring it up.
Why he had to take shots at the hoodie, bro? Why he had to take shots at the hoodie?
Hey, Curtis ain't wore that hoodie since that day. Okay.
Well, guess what? I got a new one that's being shipped in a couple of days. So.
You got the championship hoodie now.
Okay. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Yeah, of course.
We got to bring it on this pod and have John Rivers bless it.
Why you do that? Why you do that?
John Rivers and Nick Carr's bless it.
That's gonna make it worse.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up that you did that.
No, man, just have a.
You know you ain't have to do that. You did not have to do that.
At the Beignet man, come on here, bless his shirt. What's wrong with that?
Hey, it's one thing we do got to talk about from the Super Bowl, though. Will Campbell. Good God, brother.
Whew. Hey,
good
man.
Good Lord.
It was.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So I knew when I saw the Miles tape that he was going to have some issues at tackle. And it looks like everybody else found the Miles tape and was like, okay, he can't keep up with his feet in space. And they just attacked him. And look, man, I feel bad for Will because everybody making up these arguments about nothing worse than when you have a notably bad game at left tackle. Nothing worse than that.
Nothing worse.
That's real hard for people to get over because if you have a notably bad game at wide receiver, you can get 250 or you could get 150 and a touchdown, people off your ass. There's no version of that for an offensive lineman. Like, you just got to put years of work in for people to forget that one game. And unfortunately for Will Campbell, it wasn't one game. It was a pretty brutal run here. Never seen a tackle get trial by fire like that. Like, look at what he had to play this year. He had to play Will Campbell, the Seahawks.
You talk about Will Anderson.
Will Anderson, my bad. Seahawks. I mean, Miles
Nick Bonito. Like, think about this. He had Will Anderson, Nick Bonito, and then the Seahawks consecutively.
Mm-hmm. He helped Miles get the sack record this season.
he low-key might be he low-key is the biggest reason that Miles broke the sack record.
No, them 5? Like
5?
That was crucial.
Like you are the reason Miles broke the sack record.
He became a part of that. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. It's he's had several come to Jesus moments. And the worst thing is they drafted somebody to be a guard next to him, so it's like he's stuck there.
They might have to do something with that. They might have to.
They invested too much. You got to stick with it now.
You might have to kick him in, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You might have to try to trade Jarrett Wilson and see if you can get something for him.
I don't know what they're gonna do.
Because he can't play left tackle. I don't think he can play left tackle. I really don't.
And then it's crazy because like they play a lot of 12P and they're helping him. It just ain't working.
He can't do it, bro.
Yeah. So Will Campbell,
Mike Vrabel said he's playing tackle next year. Good luck.
Also, I would like to say the defensive tackle agenda is here. It is thriving. And I need people to stop acting like it's not a premium position. You know what I mean? I've been on this bandwagon before. It was cool. I remember watching DJ Reader play and explaining to the Browns fans, hey, you see how he's fucking up everything we want to do? This is why this is a premium position. And if the Bengals ever lost this guy, their defense is going to go to shit. And they lost DJ Reader and the defense went to shit. Like, very important there. Super excited to see what year 2 of Mason Graham looks like.
Yeah, I can't wait to argue and fight with TA and Jack Duffin about defensive tackle almost.
Hey, look, man, I respect their input to the game, but like certain shit, I don't care what the analytics community has to say. Or the more numbers-based people, it's like, hey, man, no disrespect. This bigger than them numbers, dog. Like, you can't quantify the fight, okay? Like, it is what it is. I know you got your algorithms and your math, but we talk about defensive tackle. There's other metrics that I care about. You know what I mean? This ain't got nothing to do about no metrics here, right? Like, no.
Yeah, I'm officially off you could just sign a couple guys for like $6 million in free agency. No.
You need you a big dog that can go 3 downs and play you about 700, 800 snaps. And that's rare. Okay. It's guys going in the first round that can only give you 300 snaps. Like, think about that. That's crazy.
How many snaps did Mason play?
He played like 800.
Look, man. Look. You need a dog in there. You need to invest. It's one of those positions you're going to have to invest premium assets, which means either first or second round picks, or you won't have to pay somebody a whole bunch of fucking money.
And then the guys who become available, they're not the 700 snap guys. Like the Jeffrey Simmons of the world, they don't come available, right? The guys who become available are the 300 snap guys.
You see how much Milton Williams got paid?
Yeah.
To go to New England?
Mm-hmm.
And he was hooping in that game too, by the way.
We make our jokes about offensive line archetypes. I'm going to need defensive line room, at least 2 Qs in there. Like, I'm going to need 2 Qs in there. The Qs run defensive tackle. Alpha Psi Omega. Yes. Yes. For those of you who don't know,
Omega,
the horseshoe.
Omegas. Yeah. Omega sci-fi.
Yeah. Whatever it is. I need to see the brand on the shoulder. Like, on 2 of them. I need 2 dudes who bark, okay, on that defensive line room. Straight up. No fraternity has a higher percentage of, like, think about it. What is Shaq and Q?
Yep.
Yeah, look, man. Nobody churns out big motherfuckers more than that fraternity. Okay? Like, whole University of Georgia. Okay? Like,
the whole
universe. Let me find out if Darnell Washington was a Q. Okay? Like,
Curtis, look up if Oscar Delp plays the fraternity. Please.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Let's find out.
You're gonna find out that man was either in SAE or APD. Like,
you don't think he could be one of the hey, every once in a while the fraternities be having white.
Here's what I'm saying: is Oscar Delp was in a black fraternity, we would know. That would not be underpublicized. You know what I mean? Yeah, we would definitely know, right? Like,
hey, yeah. Keyrat says, "Are super chats off, or maybe my app is just messing up?"
Oh, somebody super chatted.
I was about to say, did we get demonetized? And I know.
I don't know. The app been fucking weird because I put out a video. It was like 10 comments on there, and then the next day I got like 100 something. So something's off. But yeah, we'll see. Someone said kicker is a premium position. Can you kick him out the chat? Thank you.
Hey, we got dangerous and close to a kicker winning MVP.
Yeah, I do. I'm so glad we did not have that happen.
Dangerously. Dangerously close.
I was like, once Sam Darnold threw that touchdown, I was like, all right, we're good. Cool.
I was like, hey man, we've only got five field goals in this game. It's getting kind of hard to not give him the award here.
I'm like, he can get an honor, but he can't get the MVP, man.
I was like, I was looking like, who else we gonna give it to?
Kenneth got it. Kenneth deserved it.
Yeah, Kenneth got
him all them field goals.
Yeah, we were like, okay, that's fair.
By the way, Kenneth Walker, he looked like he played the keys at the church, don't he? In that photo that's been going around, you been seeing that photo?
Yeah.
Mr. Ken, like
very 90s black sitcom coded.
I was like, that man 25. People say I'm an old soul. No, that's an old soul right there.
Like, he looked like Tommy from Martin. He looked like Tommy from Martin.
He looked like he wear dress socks all the time.
Oh, the dress socks definitely match the tie.
Yes.
Yes. 1000%.
You know he got that church usher cologne. I don't know what it is, but every church usher got the same cologne. You saw that picture of Kenneth Walker, and if you were part of the 13% of the country, you knew what he smelled like. Like you instantly I know what he smelled like.
I need to know. Is he bald by choice?
Gotta be.
Is he bald by choice?
I think it's a combo. I think his hairline like this, like right here. You know what I mean? And it looked better bald. Let's see. Hold on now. Let's Google Kenneth Walker hair. This is what the people came to see. Kenneth Walker.
Because any professional athlete that rocks the baldy by choice, that is the dangerous man historically.
Oh, he went from the little dread look. Yeah, he needed to. So his dreads was like he had a little bit of, but his shit was back here like the Mark Henry.
Yeah, it was like back here.
Yeah,
like back here.
Yeah, it was tight.
No, yeah, he had to do what he had to do.
Mm-hmm. He cut that hair.
Hey, from locking up to going bald is like crazy.
Well,
from locking up to going bald on the same rookie. On you still on your rookie deal? You still on your rookie deal that happened?
I will say, certain institutions put certain pressures on people who have locked hair. That's not super uncommon, if you know what I'm saying.
But okay, but I get what you're saying. But from locked up to just straight bald.
Hey, bro, I wonder
that's crazy.
I wonder if he found his lady, and his lady might be in the front two rows at that church. You know what I mean? And she I need you to fit in to what my future looks like. And he's like, yes, ma'am. Okay,
damn. She said, no, you can't.
Hey, can't be out here with the locks if she in the first two rows. Nah. You gotta look like you belong at the function. You know what I mean?
That's crazy. I don't like that.
Hey, bro, I'm just saying that swag change is drastic. Okay, like drastic. Does he have an Instagram?
I'm sure he has an Instagram.
Because I want to know when it changed. Like when he went from dressing like a regular dude who's 24 to looking like a 45-year-old man. And also, gonna point this out, game went to a different level. Like
it did.
Hey, this guy found God written all over it. Okay, like he found some focus in his life. All right.
This guy found God.
Yeah, this is a picture of him in a Supreme hoodie with ripped jeans on from 157 weeks ago. Only thing I know to change your life that fast. You can answer the rest of that if you know the rest of the answer. Just gonna put that one out there. That is a crazy change. But hey, he seems very happy.
You said it's only one thing that could change you that fast.
At 25, without a kid. Right? Like it's kids and then it's something else. Okay. Like
Chat will let y'all figure that out.
If you don't know, just accept that you don't. But that's it. Let's move on. Curtis, what else we got to talk about today?
Oh, you said you want to talk about the Cavs, and we can talk about that.
Why you saying it like that?
Well, no, we were going
You still
to
mad? You still mad, Curtis?
No.
Are you still mad?
Not ready to
Oh.
fear the beard?
No, I'm not mad. I got over it. No, got over it.
Because you gave us that topic like here, damn.
Yeah, like y'all want to talk about the Cavs?
James Harden here,
No,
damn.
No, because y'all suggest
Talk about James Harden.
it.
Huh?
You suggested it because we were talking about the bet, and the people want to know about the bet. So,
okay. And in the heat of the argument in the group chat, I had placed a trade tender out that Curtis would have to be nice to John Rivers for a year. Also, I get one Damo quarterback agenda veto. And I can use that anytime.
Getting a Domo veto is so crazy.
Tell me it's
but
not
necessary. But necessary. So we can just put a stop to it immediately. Like
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah, there gonna be some agendas like you got to use the veto. I'm like, nah, this is a level 2. Like, he hasn't sent any of these texts to the group chat. Like, we gonna get a level 5 at some point. That's what we gonna have to throw. It's probably gonna be like Jada Maeva or some shit like that. But if the Cavs don't win a championship, if the Cavs win a championship, I will watch 2 animes that I've already set out. I think it was a Death Note and AOT, and then one anime of the group chat's choosing. And if the Cavs do not win a championship, I get my Damo veto. I get peace on the timeline between John Rivers and Curtis. And I don't have to watch anime. I make it another year. Okay.
I make it
another year. Like Jared Allen at the trade deadline. I'm still here. Like, that is the current bet going on. And look,
the chat.
dude, that was in the chat.
No, Sad Browns 5033 who said, I'm going to need max fan service for the group chat. Make him pay.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It said make you pay.
For what? Not like an anime?
No, with fan service. No,
this is personal. This is personal. You have made some enemies in your community.
All because I don't like them little cartoons.
Oh, you have made some enemies.
Someone said, "Nah, make them watch One Piece." I mean, that's no.
We've already.
He's not gonna make it.
We put a specific like episode number here that I can't go past. So no, ain't no expert.
We do not want to suggest any egregious anime that's out there for him to watch, because if we do, he's gonna be more pissed.
Someone said make him watch Berserk. Absolutely not. We are not mentioning it. We are not letting him watch Berserk.
Someone said make him watch High School DxD.
So James Harden has been playing the last 2 games.
He just did. It's the comments, man. They offer suggestions.
The James
High
Harden
School DxD not a good animated recommend for him.
You would if they won a championship and we made you watch High School DxD, you would definitely get upset.
He'll be pissed.
Berserk will make a man out of him. That's true, but we don't want to do
I guess.
So James Harden got to Cavaliers. He's played 2 games. What are your thoughts been on the James Harden experience? Because I've shared mine. The needle has been moved for me.
Before I even get into that, I just want to say really quick, I love how it took all of 2 games.
Hey,
for all of Cast Twitter to just be like, you know what?
he was hooping.
Yep. I get it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Hey, look, that speaks to James Harden and his level of play.
Because there were so many complaints.
Hey,
Especially when I did that Twitter space with the trade broke. There's so many complaints. There were so many concerns.
Bro, people just
2
want to
games.
win.
2 games, bro. That's all it took.
Well, yeah, I think I was talking about this with Tony Pesa. I don't think there's been a bigger victim of ring culture than James Harden. Because he hasn't won, that's all people talk about with James Harden. And I would say of every bona fide Hall of Famer left in the NBA, right? Guys who are going to be walk-in headliners of Hall of Fame classes. He's one of those guys still left in the league. And he's probably the one I think the national media has spent the least amount of time talking about what he does great. So he's undercovered in a way. Like, you know that James Harden can get buckets. But like when you watch James Harden, you're like, oh, this is much more than getting buckets. Like, he controls the game. He can control how things get fed out. Like, he controlled the fourth quarter against the Nuggets. Like, in a way that like Darius Garland or Donovan Mitchell can't. And it was like, oh, okay. He can still do that. All right, fuck it. Yeah, let's roll with James, dog. like, yo, I do think it's going to be interesting because like the expectation is that he's going to take a backseat to Donovan. I don't know if he's not the better player.
Here's my take on that specifically. So I think when people watch James, they still think he's Houston Rockets James. And he hasn't had to carry that level of offensive load in his last, now 3 stops. It's like he's basically been a full-time point guard. Well, 4 stops, actually. He's basically been a full-time point guard in Philly, Brooklyn, the Clippers, and now in Cleveland. Like, he doesn't have to carry that level of offensive load anymore. And when you start looking forward into the playoffs, where James is, by his standards, an underperformer in the playoffs, and again, like, not necessarily that he plays terribly in the playoffs, but by his standards and compared to what he does in the regular season, he underperforms.
Well, and he's had multiple times where everybody's watching.
Yeah, and he just didn't come through. You know what I'm saying? And those moments,
or he's had rather embarrassing games. Like,
yeah, and those moments are at the forefront of your mind when you think about him in the playoffs, right? Like, it's especially because he's never won. So all you have are these embarrassing moments in the postseason that you could think about. But he's playing with Donovan Mitchell, who basically his entire career has been a playoff riser, quote unquote, where he's had just incredible performances in playoff games. And like we've seen him in Cleveland get 40 and 50 a bunch of times in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. And I think having that guy next to James is gonna pay a lot of dividends in the postseason.
When there's the plan with the Nets, right? Before the whole pandemic thing kind of destroyed that.
Yeah, because they had not only did they have KD, they also had Kyrie, who's also a guy who famously has come through in big moments in playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
So that covers the one real criticism of James, was just like he just don't, like, when you need somebody to come through in a moment in the playoffs, he just don't. Like, he just
crazy that like his first 2 games have been just 2 fourth quarter comebacks where he is incredible in the final 4 minutes.
It's literally just in the playoffs, and more specifically, elimination games.
The last game of the season.
Like do or die situations, he don't got it. For whatever he don't got it.
Yeah.
Every other time, any other situation but that, he could kill you. Like, He brought them back in that fourth quarter. He did it twice. He did it against the Kings too.
Yeah. So I was talking with Tony P about this, and I think this is like the second act that James has been waiting for since he's left Houston, right? Like he left Houston, he went to that situation out there in Brooklyn. I think it's pretty clear he got tired of Kyrie for whatever reason. Like that wasn't he felt like he was the only one trying to play basketball. Like he was, I think that was the most justifiable like James Harden exit in his career. We were like, yeah, James, I get it. Like you were tired of the shit. So he goes from there to what? Philadelphia, which always felt like kind of an awkward fit. And then from Philly, he goes to the Clippers. Kawhi's never healthy. So that team never reaches the potential it needs to. And Kawhi just like he's not Kawhi anymore in the way that he needs to for that core to work. And then you go to Cleveland, and it's like if you look at a team that's built around what James Harden does, this is probably as good as it's gotten for him since Houston.
I would agree.
And I think James probably recognizes that more than anybody. It's also fascinating because James Harden, it's kind of like with Kevin Durant and the Rockets, where this is the first time James Harden isn't going to a team filled with his peers. You know, He's going to a team filled with people who only know a world where James Harden is a superstar basketball player.
And not like coming off the bench.
That's crazy. Yeah. Like there's a 13-year-old watching the NBA right now that we got to explain six-man James Harden to.
Like, hey, you know that Thabo Sefolosha used to start over him?
I remember when Victor Oladipo got comped to him. You remember that?
Jesus.
Yeah, like Victor Oladipo. I think it was Dickie Vitale or Dickie V, whatever his name is. No disrespect. But he was like, yeah, I watch him and I just see James Harden. I'm like, what? This is when James was still a six man.
Remember when they traded him?
People thought they gave up too much.
It was like, oh, they traded, and then James just took off, bro. Took off.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Took off.
Look, when that team got to the finals and that Oklahoma, nobody knew what they had in any of those guys. Nobody.
Three MVPs on the same team.
Yeah. It's funny too, because all three of those guys, Cole, have had big question marks about their ability to win a championship in their career, especially individually. Like even Kevin Durant still has that question about him because he got his rings in probably the least honorable way. Like, so
probably.
It's fascinating to think if they just keep that team together, do we have completely different conversations about Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant and James Harden than we do today?
You know what's so funny about it is because in 2016 they should have beaten the Warriors, and James was gone, and they still should have beaten the Warriors that year, and they let them come back from. I wonder how different things are if the Warriors don't come back from down 3-1 in that series.
Yeah, the Rockets almost they came real close to beating the KD Warriors.
Yeah, I genuinely wonder if the Thunder would have won that series, how much it changes everything that follows.
We're living in a world where Thabo Sefolosha is getting the same respect that Draymond gets.
I genuinely wonder. I think if they win that series, KD can't justify going to the Warriors.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? And then who knows how that changes everything in Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? Going forward, because I say this all the time. The 2017 Cleveland Cavaliers are the best team to never win a championship.
Oh yeah, the second year,
yeah. They are by far the best team to never win a title. To me,
they are the best team to get eliminated in 5 games.
that team
get washed in a non-competitive series.
That team was so much better than the team that actually won.
Because that was when Kyle Korver was on that team at that point. Was Kyle Korver on the championship team? No, he wasn't.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, Kyle Korver was on that team at that point. Yeah, it was crazy.
They were insane, but the Warriors just had KD. It just didn't matter.
Yeah, I remember that was a very hopeless feeling watching.
Probably the best Cleveland Cavaliers team of our lifetime, and it just like.
I remember thinking all kind of bullshit before that series too. I'm like, KD's still going to choke in the playoffs. He made a dagger 3, and I was like, ooh, it's over, buddy. Like at the game 1, I was like, we ain't winning shit. Well, we got the one. Like,
and the one game they did win, I feel like they did miss a 3 like all game.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
but
like, oof.
Yeah, so I'm at the point now to where I'm like, hey, we all have our concerns about where this James Harden story can end. Right? It is what it is. These are valid concerns to have, right? James Harden and Donovan Mitchell do not have playoff histories that make you confident.
Man.
It is what it is. But it would be cool if they overcame it together.
I'm telling you, bro, the Cavs winning, like James Harden winning a title in Cleveland of all places.
Imagine telling yourself that 10 years ago.
That would be the most hilarious story in sports.
Is James Harden getting over the hump in Cleveland?
In Cleveland.
This could be his Dirk ring.
Like, this is like there's one thing about like there's winning, but winning in certain places matters just like a little bit more.
Like, imagine telling yourself the first guy to win a championship in Cleveland, not named LeBron James, is James Harden.
Still James.
Yeah.
Still James.
Needed James to get it done.
Needed James to get it done.
By the way, Adidas is about to go crazy. Okay.
Oh, in Cleveland, if they win, oh yeah.
No, I'm like just leading up to the play. They're gonna release a Spider, Evan Mobley, James Harden collab colorway of a shoe or some shit. Like, this is a rare opportunity. You got a big 3. All of your athletes are signature shoe line athletes.
Yeah. Adidas athletes too.
Yes.
Has that happened? What's the last time
it's happened with? I don't even think it's happened with Nike athletes before. Like maybe the big, like Kyrie and LeBron were both Nike contract guys, but I don't think Kevin Love was. And then in Miami, didn't Dwayne Wade have that Chinese shoe company?
No, he was still Jordan, I believe, at the time, which is still Nike.
No, I thought he was the Way of Wade.
No, he was still under Jordan brand.
He was still under Jordan. And then LeBron's Nike. Well, LeBron is Bron. And then
I don't know what Chris Bosh was.
Chris Bosh had no shoe contract.
Chris
Bosh had a shoe contract, but not a signature line.
Somebody said the Bulls 96, 98, probably.
Yeah, but that's before that stuff started mattering.
Like 3 signature Adidas athletes. I just remember that Evan was Adidas today too. I was like, oh yeah,
he wears the Hardens.
Yeah,
I think the Harden 4s.
That's crazy.
He's gonna be catching lobs from Harden and Hardens.
That's another part of this that we didn't even talk about. Evan's not even healthy yet, bro. Like when he gets back, it's gonna get crazy.
Yeah, man. But just watching Jarrett Allen in this offense with him, I'm like, oh, this is what Chuck was talking about.
Hey, I remember y'all in the group chat just arguing about this.
Hey, Chuck will go 12 rounds with you. That's what I appreciate.
Oh yeah, in the argument, he was like, "Oh, you want to argue? Let's argue."
Chuck will go 12 with you.
We can have a whole debate. I should be watching. Like, I was like, oh, they going.
Yeah, we went 12 rounds over Max Strus for no reason. Like, we apparently thought the same thing.
I was over here like, hey man, I ain't gonna lie. I look at the chat. I was like, are these motherfuckers arguing about Max Strus? Like,
you'll go 12 though.
It's like, who the fuck argues about Max Strus?
I knew when we were being back, we're jumping him, and he wanted to get out. Like, nah, fight this fight, and he just kept going. I'm like, all right, I respect it.
I was like, man, I like the troll. I ain't about to sit here and argue about Max fucking Strus, dog.
You jumped in. You definitely jumped in. Like,
I jumped in for a little bit, and I was like, man, Max Strus, we doing this behind Max Strus, bro.
all I was trying to say is that Max Strus is really important in 2 games. Y'all would have let me have it. I'm like, why y'all not let me get this on? Like, why are you contesting this shot right now? That don't make any sense.
No, the group chat be funny because it just devolves into something else. I was like, I go with the chat. I'm like, hey, why Q defending Max Strus like this in Black History Month, dog?
I was just trying to get a normal shot off of y'all contesting. I'm like, why y'all contesting this, man?
Like it's Black History Month, you doing all this behind Max Strus?
It was crazy. But yeah, I think this fit with James. Look, I gotta give it credit where credit is due. Makes a lot more sense once I've seen it. And shout out to Kobe for seeing it. Because I could only see.
We didn't talk about this part of the trade though.
With Keon?
Biggest beneficiary of James Harden being on the roster. Easily Jared Allen.
Oh yeah, you posted the Drewski about it.
We changed his life.
To be fair to Jared been hooping all month. To be fair to Jared.
Nah, but
he got 40 before the trade, dog.
No, but you gotta look.
But yeah, that first game he was like 10 for 11. Like it was crazy.
I was like, you gotta talk about how it looks with James.
No, it looks. I mean, Donovan got fouled and they made the free throw, but he almost put the game away at the end because he was free on the backside. Donovan didn't see him, but if they would have got the ball to him, he would have dunked it in and ended the game against them.
I was just like, it has never looked so easy for Jared Allen.
I would say that's there for the offense too. It felt like there was always some friction there between like figuring out Donovan time and Darius time. I don't think you have to play that game with James and Donovan. Like
I was talking to Mac about this yesterday. 2 games, I was like, bro, they haven't even practiced yet. Like no, James probably James probably don't even know these dudes' names, but you can already tell like the fit between him and Donovan is better than it was with him and Darius.
No, it's like watching James Harden play. Just like one of the things people have always said about James is that he's just like a hooper's hooper. Like the man loves hooping. He's always hooping. And you could tell because this is elite. I just go to the gym and pick up 5. Like shit from James Harden. Because you see him playing, he's like, oh, Sam Merrill got the clip. I'm gonna get him some shots. Oh, Jalen Tyson likes to shoot from here. I'm gonna get him some looks over here. Hey, you big, you roll to the rim, I'll toss you some shit. Like he's really like, I don't know how much more there is for him to figure out. I think 2 games is what he needed. He's like, okay. Like there was no awkwardness too. That's the thing. It came in immediately, and Jared Allen had like 15 points in the first half against Sacramento.
And I was just sitting there like, bro, do you see? He literally tells Jared, like, he's looking at Jared like, come set the screen real quick. Jared set that screen, fuck it. It's a lot. Like,
Jared caught that first pass and was like, oh, I know what to do. All game.
He was like, man, is this easy?
I feel so bad for Darius Garland because, like, you got Jared Allen, his boy, on there like, hey, man, it's never been easier. Like,
he sounds just like that, too.
It's never been easier. I just catch it. It's just right where it needs to be. I've never had anybody throw me the ball this accurately. Darius like, damn, I thought I was good. We made an all-star game doing this shit together. Yeah, but it's not James. Like,
it's levels to this, brother. It is levels to this. He over here like, bro, it's in the perfect spot every single time.
You know what? It reminded me of somebody was talking about the difference between playing with a really good point guard and playing with Magic Johnson, right? And like, you play with a good point guard, you know what I mean? Like, you get the ball when you need to, you get to spots. But when you play with Magic, he throw that bitch right where you need to shoot it. You just be catching like, oh shit. Like every time it just be right. You can start your shot and then Magic pass the ball, boom, right there. You just pull that bitch right there. Like that is there's a level to it, and it's like, hey man, I thought Darius was a good facilitator. He is. It's like James got it figured out better. Like James been doing this 10 years longer.
James, like, and I think that's another thing that people were like underestimating during the trade. Hey, we're talking about somebody who has legitimately led the league in assists. Like,
these are the things about James Harden that never get discussed.
Like, we're talking about somebody. Yes, he's led the league in scoring before, but he has also led the league in assists.
Yeah,
he's been the point guard for the last 3 teams he was on.
Great post defender too, which I've always known about. There was a point where I'm like, hey Jared, you want to let James get him? Like that last possession where James just ended up with him, I was like, no, this is good, don't switch. Like,
oh, what Jokic?
Yeah. Because look, man, Jared was doing his best, but Jokic just put that back on Jared and he can move him. He tried to put that back on James and he went up. I was like, oh shit. Like,
no, it was. I tweeted I tweeted yesterday. I was like, "Hey, James being a great post defender is just like so hilarious. It's just like one of the funniest things ever."
You know what it is? And Curtis, you can chime in on it. James got an anchor. That's what it is. Like Jared Allen don't got an anchor.
Somebody on Twitter said this. Like, "Hey man," it was like, he was like pause. He said pause. James got ass, bro. Like, he's like, and I know you know what I mean.
Like, cause like when Jared be getting back down, it'd be like, damn, he can't drop the anchor. But then James, he same 275. It's just placed different. He could drop the anchor and just stop all that shit right there. And I'm like, well, that's gonna be very
strong, bro. He's strong as hell, dog. Like you'll say to really like, oh yeah, I got the mismatch. No, you don't actually.
And that does solve one of the Cavs' bigger problems, because I thought all the soft stuff about the Cavs was more about them being undersized, and like they just pound for pound aren't a very strong team. Like if you look at the Cavs, a lot of the times their lineups would have Donovan Mitchell would be the strongest guy on the floor, you know. And it showed, because there were some times where like you really needed a rebound, and who came up with it? Donovan Mitchell, right? Like because he's the strongest guy on the floor. With James out there, it provides extra weight that I think they've needed a lot, and strength, right? That they need. And I'm interested to see what these minutes with him and Evan look like, because that lets Evan kind of do more of what he likes to do. And then you can have James kind of just not be worried about being on the perimeter and do what he does best, which is just like catch somebody in the post and just stop them real quick. And also in the East, like, you know, you ain't really got that many guys who could back you up in the post all like
that. Really, just who?
Embiid? Now, I don't know if James is doing anything against Embiid, but you know, like
it's just really just Embiid. I'm trying to think of anybody else. Maybe Duren. Maybe Jalen Duren.
I don't know. He don't really got a post game though. He just kind of like
he big though. Like
big rim runner.
Yeah, he big and strong though.
Like he's more of a problem on the boards than like doing that to Jared Allen offensively.
Somebody said Giannis, but I remember famously like Giannis trying to back James down. It did work. It did work out. It's just like, that was years ago though. So maybe it worked. Maybe it works out better now.
Well, I think respectfully too, like I think Evan's proven that he can handle the Giannis responsibility.
Yeah, the only one that, funny enough,
Embiid was the one I was worried about.
Yeah, Embiid is the one that gives them trouble. It's basically just Embiid and like Mitchell Robinson that actually gives like Evan and Jared trouble. And Mitchell Robinson is specifically on the boards is where he gives them like hell. Yeah. Funny enough, whenever Jokic plays against the Cavs, and Jared and Evan are both out there, like he still gets his because he's Jokic and he's one of the 3 best players in the league. But they make him like work for every bucket that he gets.
No, that Jared be giving effort. You know, he's just not the biggest guy in the world. Like it has its limitations on what he can do. But I think when it's him and Evan has that length that bothers Jokic, right? Like Jokic, I don't think he's very long. That's something I think Evan kind of has over him, and he's more athletic than him. So he's long, more athletic, and he's a patient defender. And I think a lot of Jokic is like advantage is like you're going to be aggressive and try to like hack me or something like that. So it bothers him with Evan. And I think the thing with James, he's a patient post defender and he's like just as strong as Jokic.
It's so funny watching James like guard the post because you're just like, oh, this dude this dude really thinks he has an advantage right now.
Like you're not going to beat James Harden in a patient battle, right?
No.
Like he invented the style that you're doing. Like
the funniest thing about James, and like people were talking about how old he is and everything, and first thing I said was like James has had an old man game since he was 25. Like his game has never really been like predicated on athleticism or any of that.
Yeah.
So it's aged. His game has aged extremely well,
which makes like LeBron even more of a fucking marvel.
Yeah, for a guy whose game is basically predicated on being
always been, hey, this is the best athlete on the floor. It's like, how the fuck? Like, remember, everyone's like, Melo's game is clearly going to age better than Bron's.
And at the time,
that bad.
At the time, that was a reasonable take.
Then LeBron started making threes.
And he never really stopped being he's never really stopped being a great athlete. He's just stopped being as great of an athlete as he was.
Yeah, I remember the first time he did the Dr. J but dunked it.
like he's just like you can tell he's clearly not the athlete that he used to be. But he's still a better athlete than like
most guys.
What? If 85% of the 90%.
He's a better athlete than most people his size in the NBA still.
Yeah, and it's just like he can still do all the things you need him to do. It just don't look the same.
Yeah. And he's still LeBron.
Yeah, he had 22 and 10 against the Thunder yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's insane. But I do think that there's an element here with James where it's like, to those guys in that locker room, that's James Harden. And that means something, right? Like, they are looking at this like, we got another star. Like, we might win a championship now. You know? Keon Ellis, I thought he had a solid showing his first couple of games.
Love Keon.
Dennis Schroeder, you know?
Dog.
I can't wait to see him get in his first like fight.
Yeah, I would. This is what I was saying about. This is what I was telling Mag yesterday too. I was like, "Hey man, their two most important bench players are guys that got on the team last week, and that's kind of crazy."
Yeah, well,
it's Keon and Dennis because they're good defensively on the perimeter, and there's an attitude there with them. Mm-hmm. that this team unfortunately has desperately needed.
Hey, him, Keon, and Naquan Tomlin minutes.
Even like Jalen Tyson, like they not going, bro. Like they're not going for it. You know what I mean? And I think they needed that. I think that they needed that, to be completely honest. Like they needed some guys with a little bit of different attitude.
I think it'll help them get away with more fouls too, defensively. Because like it was a thing that I forget who was talking about it, but it's like you watch Oklahoma City, all those guys are doing all of that. So like the refs just build up an immuneness to calling all of it. And it's like when you watch Keon, when you watch them out there, it's like, oh, it's like they're pressing the envelope. And I think I talked about this with Tony Pesta before the show. I'm like the season. I'm like, I think the Cavs need to just press the envelope more on like what they can get away with foul wise and just keep fucking fouling until refs get tired of doing it. Because like the Cavs have to play like super ethical basketball, and it feels like other teams don't, because like the Cavs get caught fouls on everything. I'm like, I think we just need to fucking foul more and get these refs like to be tired of doing it. You know what I mean? And I think that's going to be helpful there too, right? Where they're going to play more of a physical style here. I mean, to be fair to the guys who were on the roster before, the Cavs have been a much better team since December 27th. When they beat the Spurs after the Christmas Day game. So it's not like this has just started happening. They had been on like a pace of a 60 win percentage.
Best record in the NBA since that point, right?
Yeah, since the 29th. It's been the best record in the NBA. So they have been making strides in a positive direction. I was worried that these trades were going to mess up the chemistry, but they've all fit pretty good, pretty easily. Now, Evan's going to come back into the lineup. We have to see how that changes things. Whatever they end up doing with Max Strus, we have to see how that changes things. But I mean, we saw the big parts work, right? The Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, that works. Okay, cool. So the other stuff is just plugging Evan Mobley in, who, by the way, before Evan got injured, looked like he had figured it out.
And I cannot wait. I can't wait for two things. I can't wait to see him playing with James, and I can't wait to see the lineups when they have Dennis, Keon, and Evan out there together defensively. Like, it could get fun. It could get really fun.
We're back to talking about getting out the East. Yes.
Man, I'm glad the Cavs made these trades because, like, the Brown season is over, and before they made these trades, I was like real down. I was like, oh man, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna talk about? Because like the Cavs not looking too hot. But then they made these trades, and I'm like, okay, now we got something. We got something before we get to the draft. We're gonna watch these Cavs, man. We're gonna watch these Cavs.
We're gonna have a good time. Let's get to super chats, and then I gotta head out.
We only got 4.
We got 4?
Yeah, I think there was like a weird.
Yeah, I feel like there was a bug.
I feel like there's a weird thing going on today.
Because I had some kind of bug going on where like it didn't let comments show up on one of my videos earlier this week too. Curtis, can you put up the super chats?
Yeah, we usually got 40, but we got 4 today. Are we supposed to do it? Are we supposed to do a mock?
Nah, no.
We ain't got time for it today.
Yeah, we really don't. We got 4.
Man, we got Curtis wasn't paying attention. All right.
You can tell he wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, we got like what? We got like 2 months to do all these mocks, man.
One thing we forgot to talk about that we can talk about real quick. David Njoku. What a run it was. Man.
It's funny because I've known since like October he wasn't coming back.
Yeah, it was kind of obvious, especially the way Harold Fandon played. I was like, oh yeah, they're not going to bring David.
He was like, me and Mac were talking about this on the way back because I think it was October, something like that. Because I remember it was me, him, Colb, and Dom. We all went to the movies and rode back, and he told me about the lore about how David's probably not going to come back next year. I'm like, oh, he's gone. And he said, yeah. I'm like, so I asked around, and they basically confirmed what he said, and I would be surprised if he has a market this year.
You know where he's Atlanta. You know where he's gonna go, right? You know
Atlanta. He's going to play with Kevin.
He's going to Atlanta. He going to Atlanta for sure. He's going to Atlanta for sure.
Trying to teach the young dogs how to run the system.
Good luck. God bless.
And the system that he was in the doghouse for.
Oh man,
that is such a curious thing that Kevin is doing out there in Atlanta, man. I don't know what it's going to look like because again, they got talent.
You know what's funny? I don't have an issue with Kev at all. I genuinely hope he has success.
Mm-hmm.
But the way things are going in Atlanta already, I'm just like, man, I really think they're gonna have a bad year.
Evan cannot escape it, dog. Like he has the worst luck of any coach I've ever seen. Like that was, I guess we could touch on that real quick. The James Pierce, Rakia Jackson situation. Insanity. Like, it's crazy. People are like, well, how long will he be suspended? Is he going to be in jail?
He should. Let's say this. He should go to prison. Like, if you just look at the charges, because he should be in jail.
The story is, correct me if I'm wrong, he was stalking her.
Yes.
And then got out of his car at the intersection.
Yes.
To try to get into her car, which has to be some kind of attempted kidnapping or car, some kind of just That's a crime. That's a major crime right there. Could not get into her car. She sped off, and then he chased after her, and then hit her car
intentionally
to try to stop her from moving.
He's facing 2 counts of aggravated battery with a deadly weapon, as well as aggravated stalking, fleeing, or eluding police with lights or siren, aggravated battery involving a law enforcement officer and resisting an officer without violence to his person.
He's lucky he didn't get an attempted kidnapping charge. Like,
you know what? He's really lucky didn't happen.
he didn't get shot.
Yes. He's lucky. He's lucky. He's still alive. Actually.
Yeah.
Hey man, Corey wasn't wrong with them pre-draft reports, and from what I was told,
I literally remember him writing it before the draft and reading it and saying like, "Hey man,
that guy's a sociopath."
Like, he literally said he is a sociopath. Like, it's bad.
That never left my mind, and I was always thinking in the back of my head, if he is reportedly a sociopath and he is dating somebody who is more famous than him, that feels like a terrible combination.
Like, I asked around during the pre-draft and I got the text messages. I'm like, this is what the conversation was like. I'm like, tell me about James Pierce. I'm like, great player, but dude's a fucking sociopath. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, there's a reason why Tennessee was glad that he left. He was a problem to deal with.
Yeah.
Bro, he's insane.
By the way, who was the one dude on Brown's Twitter like 2 days before this that was like, I don't know, I think Carson Schlesinger shouldn't have gotten D Rookie of the Year over James Pierce?
I think someone who was a Falcons fan said that. I'm like, well,
was that a Falcons fan? I thought it was a Browns fan.
It was a Falcons fan.
No, it was a Falcons fan. It was a Falcons fan.
Okay, it was a Falcons fan.
And then they started doing their moral grandstanding, like they still paying for Deshaun Watson. Y'all wanted Deshaun Watson too, so you know.
Hey, bro, Atlanta has nothing to say about the morality of what NFL teams do. They have no.
I ain't trying to hear that. I am not trying to hear that. Sorry.
Nah, dog. I'm not trying to hear that from any other NFL team. Right? Remember, Baltimore fans used to give us that shit. They were like, "Hey, man, should we be so quick to judge Justin Tucker?" Like, yeah, we should. There are 9 charges here. What do you mean? What is this question? This is ridiculous.
Yes, we should.
Why are you even asking this? Yeah.
Oh man,
I bet Kevin got that text from his player security guy, and he was like, unfucking believable, man. Like, can you imagine? Every year he gets a off-season surprise. This is the 6th year. Like, he's been in the league 6 years. He's gotten 6 of these bitches in a row.
Bro, he might just be cursed, man.
Each one nastier than the next.
Like this, like, and this shit was like really like genuinely violent. Like, like
I don't care what happens with the trial. Like this, he did this. Like, there's no debate of whether he did this or not. He did this in broad daylight in Miami with tons of witnesses who will corroborate the story. There's probably traffic cameras of this whole incident. Like, there is no question of whether he did this or not. He did this. The question is, will he go to jail?
Like, bro, I couldn't believe it when the news broke. It somehow kept getting worse.
Hey man, shout out to my guy Trey Sean, because I watched him learn these bits of news.
I saw him on Twitter just be like,
he's like, what? Oh my God, what the fuck? Like, and then the next thing comes out, he's like, what the fuck? And then he posted, each update is worse than the last, man. I don't know. And then something else got posted, and he was like, Jesus Christ. Like, I was like, he's having a very bad time.
I was like, hey, bro's going through it, dog. Like,
I was talking to him about the Kevin hire a couple weeks ago. He was trying to talk himself into it. He's like, hey, man, Kyle Shanahan didn't work out in Cleveland, and that worked out fine for us. I'm like, I don't think this is the same thing. Like, we knew that was a fuck up when that happened with Kyle. Nobody wanted Kyle to go back then. Yeah, he's been having a rough one. And then every hire Kevin brings in, he's like, oh. They're doing the same shit. And then the James Pierce happens, and it's like, dog, this is what if the Browns have like a peaceful offseason? Like nothing happened.
Yeah, the second Kevin leaves, everything's just like, yeah.
Yeah, it's like nobody has any charges, everything's all peaceful. It is like, oh, I guess Kevin was detracted this stuff. Let's get to the super chats, man.
Yeah, we only got a couple. All right. This is from Useless Bread, talking about the Super Bowl. Neither one of those QBs played a good game, to be honest. I mean, Sam was competent. Drake just looked overwhelmed. And Drake May has been objectively bad this postseason. Like, he was bad.
I would argue that Sam Darnold was good in that game.
Yeah, Sam made some plays. He made some plays.
There were like he was like it's not like the Patriots defense is like a hoe or anything like that. Like it's no hoe. And Christian Gonzalez legitimately stopped 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, he did.
Did. With 2 of the more incredible plays you've seen. Yeah, did he miss a couple of throws? Did he miss a couple of opportunities? But there were a lot of critical third down conversions he made where he had pressure all up in his face. The windows were tight to get the ball off. And he stood in there, he delivered, which a lot of quarterbacks in his situation have not done, right? And I think that's why he's been good enough to win a championship out there in Seattle. I will also say this. I know Browns fans are going to make the point. We got a great defense. Sam Darnold's not that great of a quarterback. We're not that far away. And I agree that we have a great defense that can play on that level. I think we all need to, in order to reach those goals, accept the fact that me and Curtis are closer to Shedeur Sanders than Shedeur Sanders is to Sam Darnold right now. Okay, like there is a larger gap there than people are willing to admit there about where the Browns are at quarterback and where they need to get to even get to Sam Darnold levels, right? I think I did. I've been doing like research on it. The jump necessary for Shedeur's like success rate is equivalent to what Josh Allen's leap was from 2019 to 2020. Which is to say, we are a once in a lifetime leap at that statistic away from getting that level of play. So it can happen, and I'm not saying it's going to take forever, but we all need to be very sober and serious about where we are at quarterback, because that's how the Seahawks got to where they are. They were very sober and serious about the decision that they had to make about Geno Smith. And they made the right decision to move off of him, which was not the layup decision at the time. And they went with Sam, and they bet on Sam, and it worked out. It's going to require that if you want to get to that place at quarterback for Cleveland, because hanging on to hope for hope's sake, that ain't going to get it done.
What's the next one, Curtis?
All right, next one. This is from George Barsan 580 5890. Let's get a shout out for 95 and 49, by the way. Lord, awarded last Thursday. We got to give him a little time today. Every other defensive player of the room, Depoy, D-Roy, single team pair are Hall of Famers.
Hey, man. We left with something.
No, defense is going to be great next year.
Yeah, like I'm interested to see what they add to it. I've been consistent with this like since the season ended. I think they can improve in the secondary. And I think that
secondary last year.
I still think they can get better, and I think they can take them to a new level.
I'm gonna be honest. I think if the Browns had like a competent offense around them, they would be able to reach the same level of play we saw Houston get to, and we saw Seattle and New England get to. I think their issue is that they're overcoming historically bad offense, and even with that, they're top 3 in expected points. They are also top 5 in score percentage. You know, like, and they're dealing with such bad circumstances that other teams aren't dealing with. I think that like they can get better, but they're pretty goddamn close to their ceiling right now. And Mason Graham's going to get better. Carson Swester's just going to get better. You know, we'll see what year 2 of Tyson Campbell looks like. I think they can add some depth in the secondary at linebacker, like you said. But I don't know how much more like they need to really do to that defense or how much more creative they need to get, because even with the circumstances that they were dealing with, they were still
Really good.
Really, really. I mean, they held 6 teams under 150 passing yards last year.
They won 5 games. They won 5 games last year, but was top 5 in terms of EPA per play for defense. When is the last time we've ever seen that before?
Yeah, with the worst offense in the entire league.
Yeah. Like Myles Garrett had 23 sacks last year, and I don't think that's even close to his ceiling.
Didn't they set the franchise record for sacks last year?
I imagine. Like when one guy gets to 23, it probably makes. I mean, Myles might have broken himself, but yeah, and also when you look at that defensive line, like whose defensive line are you taking over Cleveland's over the next few years? Like, I think Houston's the only one you can have that real conversation about.
I was about to say, I was like the Texans, but outside of them, I mean, well, maybe the Broncos too.
I like the Broncos D line, but like, you know, Mason Graham, Myles Garrett.
I think the Broncos interior in totality is better than the Browns.
But they ain't got that knockout hitter like Houston or Cleveland got. Like Nick Bonito's cool, but like
Nick Bonito's he's really
there's a level that Houston has, and then like, you know, Cleveland got the ultimate hitter there.
Yeah, I think like if you're doing it on tiers, there's Myles, and then there's Will Anderson, and then there's Nick Bonito.
Yeah,
to me,
that's no disrespect to Nick Bonito.
Not at all. He's great. Like legitimately.
If Myles Garrett didn't exist, he would actually be one of the best in the league. Would be the best in the league, right? Like, but it just ain't worked that way. You know, Myles on a completely different tier player. But yeah, like I think they're fully capable of doing it. I think the big question is like, how can they get the offense to be? I mean, you got to have a good offense. Like people are like, oh, well, Seattle was just mid on offense. Like no,
they weren't mid on offense. I don't know where they
were like top 3. They were like the best team in score percentage all year, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, they were a good offense.
Yeah, I'm about to pull it up right now.
They were 14-3, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
They were 14-3, one of the best point differentials of any Super Bowl champion in recent history. So they weren't mid on offense. I don't know who's saying they're mid, but I pulled up the stats. Hold on, my phone just cooperates. Seattle, they were 14th in EPA per play, but they were 8th in success rate, 8th in dropback EPA per play, and they were 4th in dropback success rate. So they were a well-balanced offense. They weren't just some like high-powered machine. They were just
Super Bowl
balanced
MVP
enough.
was an offensive player, right? Still, like it was Kenneth Walker. There's a path to follow, but again, that to get to that path requires being sober about the reality of the quarterback situation. Like, and people don't like that shit. Okay, like, people get mad at you.
You can't help people like that. You can't help people like that, bro.
But that's the reality. Like, if we want to get to that place, we gotta be real honest about what it is. Because hoping that Shador gonna be Sam Darnold, like, you know, maybe that happens. Maybe it doesn't. More than likely, it doesn't. It will require a huge leap. Again, for him to just get to where Sam Darnold is would require him to make the leap that Josh Allen made.
What's the next one, Curtis?
All right. This is from Panzer Files. He says, assuming the Browns built to be a landing spot for QB over the next 2 to 4 years, who are some QB options you anticipate becoming available?
This is an interesting one, right? Because again, we know from recent history, whether you trade for them or not, most of the quarterbacks who you could win a Super Bowl with in the NFL are top 5 picks. At some point, Sam Darnold, top 5 pick. Right?
Top 5 pick.
Drake May. So it was like, look what you could do when you search for value at the quarterback. Like both these dudes are top 5 picks.
There's no such thing as value, bro. There's no such thing as value.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, they got Sam Darnold. That's cool, but like Sam Darnold was a former top 5 pick that just hadn't worked out. So I think that's the first area you got to look at. Who are the former top 5 picks that maybe might figure it out over the next few years, right? Anthony Richardson's kind of in that weird Trey Lance space where it's like, you're one more team away failing before people just completely give up on you. But I mean, that was the same space Sam Darnold was in after he left Carolina.
And credit to Sam Darnold, he did the smart thing. I'm gonna go to San Francisco, be a backup, and then I'm gonna be good.
Yeah, and then he went to Minnesota. He went to 2 quarterback rehab joints.
Worked out.
He did it. Like, think about what the world would look like if JJ McCarthy never tears his ACL in training camp right before the prime. Like, you ever wonder about that? That's the only reason Sam played in Minnesota that year. Like, if JJ's ACL stays intact for that joint practice, what does this look like?
Hey, so if that happens, do the Browns try to get Sam?
It might be. Season? It might be.
Like,
because he would be in that market.
Crazy. It's crazy how things work out, bro. It's crazy how things work out.
Right?
But yeah, you say you talked about Anthony Richardson, Kyler Murray.
Yeah, Kyler Murray. I find that one less likely because I think his upside for the future is kind of cooked.
And he has that big contract, so that's too much.
Oh, they have to eat it. They'd have to eat it.
CJ
Stroud, maybe.
They're not going to let CJ go.
They're not going to. He is on. They are treating him similar to Redacted. I'm seeing the sign.
Houston has let go of several quarterbacks in their history. And now it's not worked out poorly for them, but it is like they're not too married to it. Bryce Young, he's a former first overall pick. I don't know what his career turns out to be.
They picked up his option, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but he's gonna play for a second team. Right? Like we see where his career is going, right? Yeah. Team 2. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna be anybody from that 24 class. You know who might be like Cam Ward might like have an up and down rookie contract.
We'll see.
I could see it.
He might have an up and down rookie contract, but it might not necessarily be his fault. You know what I'm saying?
But will they recognize that?
Probably not.
Yeah. You know, who else is there? Is there anybody else that I'm missing here?
Nah.
But it's usually those guys. Let's see are there any starters that could become available that could be like a Matt Stafford thing?
Probably not.
Man, I wish we would have been able to get Matt Stafford last year. But let's see. Let's go through some of these divisions. Drake May ain't going nowhere. Tua is, but no one cares.
Josh not going anywhere.
Nah, Josh not going nowhere. I mean, the one that might be on the move we can't get.
To Baker?
Burrow.
Oh.
That's something that's worth monitoring.
Yeah.
Well, Burrow?
Yes, like, look, you never know, because if let's say for some reason they don't make the playoffs this year.
but even if they don't, even if they got rid of Joe, they're not gonna send him here.
Here's the thing about the Bengals, though. They are cheap enough to where them motherfuckers ain't gonna turn down no good deal.
Man, they not.
You offer the Bengals a good deal, they will try. They're not one of those teams that refuse. Like the Steelers, the Ravens really refuse to trade with the Browns. The Steelers will do it every once in a while. The Bengals are always trying to deal with the Browns. Hell, they dealt with them this year.
That's the first time they ever completed a trade with one another.
Well, they almost completed a trade for a quarterback. We know that the Bengals were willing.
Shout out Sasha.
They weren't the obstacle in that trade, right? So it's like they're also the most inclined to want to bet on our draft picks because they know that we don't have good ones. Like, that would be wild though if they traded us Joe Burrow. Like,
they're not gonna do that.
So many people in Cleveland, like I want to know what Mike's Twitter would look like. Like, all right, get ready to learn Joe Burrow defense.
What's the next one, Curtis?
All right, next one is from Face the Saber. Welcome to Cleveland, Isaiah Likely.
I've seen a lot of people say that.
I don't see.
But don't him and Fannin are like play the same position, do they not?
You need
they're
the same thing though.
They're kind of the same thing,
but you need two of them.
You need two. Because I feel like they need more of an inline guy.
They need someone more.
That's gonna be Pat Hard, and then Charlie Kohler probably.
That's what they need more likely because Fannin is someone that can play in the slot. And you can bump him inside. They need like something, I wouldn't say similar to that, but
if we look at the Ravens tight end room, just replace Mark Andrews with Fannin, and then boom.
I still think they're going to draft a tight end. I think they're going to draft a tight end.
I don't think, like, I don't know. Like, maybe if Sam Roush falls to him, like in the fourth, but
Todd Monken recruited Oscar Delp to Georgia, by the way.
Yeah, that might matter. That might not. I think also like they could sign Charlie Kohler after the draft.
They could.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I think we'll see with Likely. I think that's the one where it's like it's going to depend on the money, but he's a really good tight end too, and he might be only like $4 or $5 million. Charlie Kohler, you can get vet minimum, and then you probably spend $2 million, $3 million on Ricard. They're going to run a lot of 12. They're going to want two tight ends that they feel like are versatile, that can line up outside and block a little bit.
We're going to see, man. It's going to be interesting.
Hey, man, I know Harold Fannin is happy because he ain't got to do what the fuck Kevin had him doing on counter. Kevin had him pulling on counter.
He ain't got to do none of that shit no more.
They're like, no, that's Mr. Ricard doing this shit, dog. Like, yeah. We'll see. No, that's like if they bring in anybody from Baltimore, it'd be at tight end. Hopefully not at guard. Hopefully they don't bring in fucking Falele.
What's the next one, Curtis?
All right, next one. This is from Kairaz. Patriots fans can finally admit that there is a reason why they heard about the schedule all year. Wish we could play a cupcake schedule. I don't think it's that. It's just the three teams they played. The Chargers, their defense was decent. The Texans were just completely different. Same goes for the Broncos. They just went up against a team in Seattle that was more well-rounded and just overall better. It happens. I mean,
go ahead.
It's just we can play the schedule game all they want, but the Pats had a really good defense in a somewhat suspect offense. Their wide receiver room was below average. I wouldn't say it was worse than what people think, but there wasn't a guy there that you trusted that you could win a game with. And their offensive line, we all talk about their struggles, but Drake May elevated it because of how good he was. But when they went against a team that was better defensively, they were overwhelmed. So it wasn't really we don't have to use the schedule thing, honestly.
Well, I mean, I think it's just they were a team that just got good this year.
Yeah, I think ultimately that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, they had 2 rookies starting on the offensive line, a second-year quarterback. They weren't supposed to be here. Like, this is like, it reminds me, it's not the same thing, but it reminds me of like that first Cavs team that got through to the finals was like, oh shit, they got here by accident. And then the Spurs, a real team, ran into them, and they did what real teams do to teams like the Cavs. Well, teams like that Cavs team. So, yeah, I think it's just that. I mean, Drake May was playing in North Carolina 3 years ago.
That Spurs team just whooped the absolute dog shit out of the Cavs in that final.
You learn lessons in losses like that. Like,
it was all bad, bro. It was all bad.
They couldn't wait to see us. Like, you know it's bad when they happy that you won.
Oh yeah, you know it's bad.
Because they was getting ready for the Pistons. Like, man, the Pistons, the Cavs won. They're like, yes, let's go.
It's rough. But we done with the super chats.
Oh, we got one more. This is from Chris Zaleski 92. He says, "I'm immediately recommending Cowboy Bebop its peak."
Oh yeah, hey Q, it's gonna be real funny in here if the Cavs win.
I've heard the Cowboy Bebop theme. It's pretty good.
Cowboy Bebop is really good. It's very
what
good.
A theme. I know the song, the intro to it. Pretty good.
Like, man. It's gonna be
Colb will be sitting there hoping I like it so he can post that damn Drewski. And I don't know if I'm ever gonna get that.
We changed. That meme is great no matter what. Like,
I feel so bad for whoever the subject is in that photo. Like, you are forever the man who got his life changed.
We changed. It's broke.
I wonder when that went viral. Like, did that go viral immediately?
Yes, it did. It did. It did. That's one of Drewski's funniest skits. I'm not even gonna lie.
We changed his life. And it's so crazy because like he posts them skits like they stories sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
So you just be thinking that's like that happened to somebody. It's not a skit.
Drewski is insane, dog. He's insane, bro.
He's really an innovator. Like the way he puts these skits out and the way he kind of like does stuff.
Hey, if I'm being real with you,
you don't get enough credit for that.
It's really him and Try Rags for me as like
RDC out?
RDC's not out. RDC's 3 for me. RDC's
I was about to say you ain't like that Shador sketch that much.
He liked that tweet when I said that. When I said that out, when I was like, oh, it's over. Mark Phillips actually liked that tweet. That was funny.
Yeah. Poor Kevin, man. Poor
Kev, man. He never stood a chance,
he ain't about
bro.
to make nothing better too because he about to follow this all up with the trade for Dylan Gabriel. Like,
just he got nothing going for him, dog. He ain't got nothing going for him, bro.
Hey, man. Bijan out there trying to be a good soldier. Like, yeah, man, I like Kevin, and he probably do. But everybody else was like, "You like Kevin?" I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that's how you know it's bad, bro. They just like, you like Kev?
Okay. You know, they be this is the off season. This is what they be nice about.
It's like, all right. He said he like Kev. He like Kev, and it's just like, damn.
All right, man. Well, I'll tap in with you later this year.
That's how they doing my dog. That's how they doing my dog, bro. That's crazy.
That's Damo's guy.
He was ready to lead a team. He was ready to lead a fan base.
Yeah, he said he left.
So he's gone. I'm over here with me and Kev go be all right. It's like, all right,
man. Go ahead. But we got anything else?
Nah, we're good.
Oh, we are good.
All right, man. Just get your shout outs out the way and let's go home.
Shout out to the anime watchers, of course. Shout out to Browns fans everywhere. Shout out to Njoku, man. We had a good run. Shout out to Njoku, dog. All drivers, Door Dashers, Uber drivers, Instacarters, and Steel Toe Gang, of course. And you know what? Shout out to Lakers fans, man. Appreciate y'all.
Laker fans?
Yeah. I think that's the first time I shout out Laker fans.
What the fuck they got to do with this show?
I'm
The
just saying,
Lakers?
dude.
Shout out the Lakers?
Shout out the Lakers, man. Shout out
No,
the Lakers.
veto that. We Curtis, are we overruling that shout out?
We let it slide for this one time.
We letting it
Oh,
slide?
see,
Okay.
There we go. There we go.
All right,
There
let's
we
slide
go.
for this
I'm gonna
one
remember
time.
you voted that way. I'm gonna remember you voted that way. You know. Let's give our shout outs. Curtis, you got any shout outs?
Shout out to people who work in grocery stores, man. Y'all be putting in work. Grocery store workers, baggers, cashiers, everything. Shout out to the people who work at NFL stadiums. That's another shout out. Shout out to-
Yeah,
John Rivers?
1,000%. Yeah.
You gave a shout out to John.
No, John's a cameraman.
Man,
But
fuck it. All right,
where does he do that cameraman in?
Sky
I
Cam
mean,
people
yeah.
except John Rivers. How about that?
No. You shouted out John Rivers.
No, I excluded
Olive
that.
branch was extended.
One extended. All right.
Oh wow.
Oh, shout out to Mike Tirico, man. He was calling the Super Bowl, and now he's doing the Milan Olympics. Shout out to Mike, real trailblazer.
Yeah, man. Trailblazer in the Italian community.
Yeah, but shout out the Italian, man. Shout out the Italian.
I'll never forget Pomani Jones. It's like he gonna be out there. He was gonna be out there doing George Floyd. Like, we have to treat them better.
Hey, I ain't gonna cap. That's probably the funniest thing Bomani ever said, bro.
He was like, we.
That's probably the funniest thing Bomani has ever said.
He ain't never gonna be let on NBC again, dog. Like, he got the lifetime ban for that one.
Hey, he earned it, but that's how you earn a ban. That's how you earn a ban right there.
Oh shit. Yeah. Shout out to everybody that got shout outs other than the anime people and Laker fans and grocery store workers. We can shout out to grocery store workers. Shout out to grocery stores that, like, you ever go in there and they got the water spraying on the greens and shit.
Yep.
That shit dope. I'd be like, I'm going to pay the extra 89 cents per item to shop here. It's worth it. Fuck it. I could get Pop-Tarts somewhere cheaper. But they watering the greens. I ain't even about to buy none of them fucking greens. I just like seeing it. Like, it makes me feel better about myself.
I just like seeing it.
You ever just go somewhere because you're like, yeah, like when you shop at Target versus fucking Walmart, you ever like do the difference?
Mm-hmm.
The light be all fucking orange at Walmart. It be dark in there. You walk into Target, you like, yeah, like it's bright. The floor be smooth and shit. The cart move cleaner. You don't got no front wheel go blah, blah, when you're trying to push the cart. It's just
how it go.
Go, blah, blah. You ever had that front wheel just be like that? You be pushing that bitch through the thing. You be tired of that motherfucker, man. Can't turn no corner, nothing. Shit rattling.
He said, "Rah, rah."
Yeah. Target cart got suspension in that bitch. It just be smooth. One push. You push it like that, it go through the whole fucking store. Sometimes it's worth the extra couple cents. You know what I mean? Shout out to Target workers. Shout out to the Target workers that do the Instacart thing. You know, where you get the in-store pickup and they get that shit within 2 hours. I used to do that shit back in the day. That's not easy. Okay. Gotta get the RFID gun, especially you ordering clothes. Oh man, that's the worst fucking shit. Shout out to delivery drivers, pizza delivery drivers. Shout out to all the functional baby daddy and baby mom situations out there. You know, the single parent houses. Like,
Where did that come from? That's
I
new.
just want to shout out people who going through the struggle and making it work.
That's new.
You know what I mean? Shout out to all my co-parents out there. You know, demonstrating maturity. You know what I mean? And perseverance through tough circumstances. Shout out to Rakia Jackson. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, big shout out Ricky Jackson.
Hope everything going well. You know what I mean? And shout out to Seahawks fans. Y'all got to deal with Curtis. You know what I mean? Like,
Damn, took the shot at the end.
I want to find out Curtis is the Carnes of Seahawks Nation.
I'm not. It's probably somebody else.
I was this close. Hey, look, when it looked like a kicker was about to win Super Bowl MVP, Curtis, I was this close to being like, hey, Carnes, you owe me one. Like,
you owe me
you
one?
owe me one.
That's
you ruined
crazy.
Mendoza and more for me. You gotta deliver on this, dog. 3-part tweet. Okay.
You gotta deliver on this. It's
yeah,
crazy.
you gotta deliver, bro. You gotta deliver on this one. I'll be out here having your back. They be talking crazy about you. I'll be like, leave Carnes alone, man. It ain't his fault. So I'm gonna need you.
It is his fault, though. It is his fault, though.
It's always John Rivers and Nick Carnes' fault on this podcast, huh?
Listen, bro. It is what it is.
But yeah, shout out
It
to
is what it is.
shout out to mechanics. Feel like we haven't shot them out before. You know what I mean? But that's all I could think of. Everybody have a great day. Have an even better night. Peace.